as mentioned and as promised, we're sitting with our Woman Crush Wednesday guest, and we've got the one and the only Sis Judith. Miss Judith is basically, in fact, her full name is Miss Judith Chinkumbi. She's the chairperson of the Townships Project. She's a corporate governance specialist with over 25 years working experience in the financial service industry. And today we want to be able to celebrate her greatness in and out, because that's what we do on The Real Deal every single Wednesday. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So, you need to first tell me about the financial service industry. That 25 years experience, and then obviously now the journey of becoming or heading up then this Township Project, being the chairperson of the Township Project. But I want us to start the journey from the beginning. Where did this interest, or was it something that you were interested in from long ago, or you just found yourself in the financial services industry as a career? Please tell us about that.
Yeah, so my career is quite interesting. Obviously didn't really plan it. Okay. As you know, in a black household, you just go to school and get a job.
Yeah. I can relate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So finished my matric, went to college, started as an admin person in a bank. I think that's where it all started. I was quite lucky to start in the merchant bank, then eventually moved to KPMG, then eventually moved to another bank, etc., etc. So I've been mostly in the financial services industry. It's been great because it allows you to, I think, understand how the economy works. It allows you to understand the key drivers of, how things develop, how, things that work and don't work in terms of economic development, in terms of just running a business, for example. So I've had the privilege of working in different roles over the years, but then I drifted towards corporate governance, and that's what I do. I really love it because it really augments good governance in terms of doing things well, doing things properly, doing things to the book. Because if you want sustainable growth, anything that you want to do well and to sort of be in it sustainably over a period of time, you need to have some discipline. You need to have, backed up by good practices, honesty, integrity, all those nice and wonderful things, which are difficult. So we are the people that sort of say, guys, this is how we should be doing things. It's all about following the laws and regulations, not taking shortcuts, because in the long run, if you do things properly, you will, arrive at your destination without having major setbacks, because you would have looked at the risks, you would have looked at all the different things that will come your way, you would have consulted, you would have done quite a lot. So that's what I do. But that's not really why I exist. So I'm quite excited to talk about why my purpose in life. That's what I want to talk about today.
Yeah. Okay, and I can feel the urge. I can feel it. I just want you to just quickly explain to us, for somebody who doesn't understand, what corporate governance is sort of all about.
Okay. So I just want to maybe make it very simple.
Yeah.
So corporate governance is really about the rules or the practices, or even just your mental model around how you run something, or even in a home. It's really about the rules. You can say, in this home we don't steal, in this home we speak the truth, in this home we are diligent. It's those core things that make you who you are, like the fundamental things that make you get grounded in something or do things properly without taking corners. So that's really what governance is. It's about managing things properly, with integrity, with, being a good steward. It's like when somebody gives you an asset, gives you a car, gives you a dog, how are you going to look after it, You look after it with pride, and you look after it with all the best abilities that you can, so that even as the person comes back, or even as you move on to something else, you would have applied your best skill, your best intention to it. So that's what governance is all about, really. It's about let's not take shortcuts. So you need certain principles around it. That's why we've got a legal framework, that's why we've got governance standards that we follow, because it's really about guiding. It's really about guiding things to happen in the right way, so that you don't compromise anybody, you take care of your stakeholders. That's really what it is. It's really about stewardship.
Yes. Okay, I got you. So tell us then about this passion. What is your passion?
So look, all of us have just come out of COVID-19. There's a lot of confusion happening. You look at what's happening in Russia and Ukraine. And so my purpose in life is just to say, okay, God, you placed me on this earth. What can I do each day when I wake up? What can I do to change the life of someone, to put some positive energy into the universe? That is why I exist, and that is why I'm drifted towards social things, because I see problems everywhere, and I want to make a difference. And even in my area of expertise, right, when I join a Rotary Club, for example, I bring my skill and I say, look, I know about governance, I can help you. This is how we should do things. So it's really about bringing who I am to the world to make it better every day. And that is how I found myself in Townships Project. So I do a lot of social work. I'm so proud to be a co-founder of Siseko Foundation. It's an organization that was born in Absa, did amazing work. It's still flourishing. We've done amazing work in the country.
Wow.
We're still running it. We've done amazing things. We incubate businesses. We donate. We look after orphans. It's just... And we're really thinking about bringing, entrepreneurship as a core thing. And now, as I spoke about how we've really gone through a difficult time, we're also looking at the interests of women. We're looking at abuse. We're looking at social injustice, etc. So, and mental health, actually, because these things have now surfaced. We've been through a difficult time, and now we've realized that, they're underlying things that we need to look at. So that's essentially what I'm drawn to as a person.
This passion, though, is it something that you think that, because you're very big on social entrepreneurship, like you've actually mentioned just now, but is it something you think that people, a passion, are we born with it? Or do we kind of, is it the environment that we kind of find ourselves in that kind of sparks that kind of, wanting to help, wanting to make a difference, wanting to, be a support system, or wanting to just help, wanting to be an entrepreneur, or providing solutions rather for problems that you see in the township? Do you think it's something you're born with?
I think it's a combination. Okay, I think it's sometimes it's you're born with something inside of you, but also it's the journey of life that you take. And it's interesting how sometimes you sort of want to shy away from adversity, but adversity is actually the thing that sets you up for success. So absolutely, and really
it's hard to believe when you are going through it, right?
It's the thing that sets you up for success, because we need to remember to look at the silver lining, or to ask the question to say, what should I be learning from this situation, and what can I change in my life's journey? So it's a combination. I think some people are born entrepreneurs, but they also go through certain things. They also get exposed to things. I don't believe that things happen by chance. I think a lot of things are intentional. I'm very spiritual and think that there is a force out there. I don't know what you believe in, but there is a force out there that takes you on your life's journey. So it's really up to you to know, how is your response going to be to your life's journey, where you were born? What do you feel like when you wake up in the morning? What drives you? And this is why we absolutely love entrepreneurs, because it brings that kind of human spirit into the mix. Because some people are just born to sell. So if you've got that inclination, do it. And the beauty about people who find themselves doing things that they are born with, or an innate ability, is that they have got the edge, because they're not tired, doing it, they enjoy doing it, they flourish doing it. It's not even about the money in the beginning. I can tell you now, most very successful entrepreneurs would do something that resonates with them. So it's that thing about the thing that you were born with, the thing that drives you. And then money comes. It's easy. It's so easy because because you've got an edge over your competitors. You're doing it out of your own kind of place in life.
And then what are some of those challenges in your work, in your journey that you've picked up that you think are some of the biggest challenges that entrepreneurs or small businesses, especially in the township, what are some of those challenges that they face the most?
So I did talk about stewardship starting this conversation, and I know it's tough. Okay, I know, and I've lived in a situation. Well, growing up, we really didn't have much, so I know what it's like to have to make a decision. Do I, use this money here, or have your short-term goal to say maybe let me just enjoy myself today? I'll just have a beer, and forget about everything, or be consistent and be disciplined. So it's really the challenge, especially in the townships, is that. And it's a big, I don't even know where to start. But anyway, let me just sort of break it down. I think really it's the basic things that we take for granted. If you remember the history of how townships came up, it was almost by design, where previously, black people that worked in the mines or worked in industries were not allowed to live at least 20 kilometers from the cities, for example. So that's where townships, and it's so amazing to be in Alex today, actually. I feel the hustle and the bustle. And
do you?
I do.
Right?
And I love it. I love the vibe. So we didn't have, the history around it is not great. Unfortunately, we have to accept that. We didn't have, townships are never developed or planned properly to have their amenities, to have all the things that you want. So it's really it's a hustle. It absolutely is a hustle. So, but within that hustle, within that hustle comes with it innovation, comes with it resilience, comes with it, kind of resolve to say, this cannot be my existence. I want to have a different. So that's the beauty of struggle sometimes, because it can really engender positive things that come out of it. This place. I mean, I love Alex.
Where are you from, Judith?
I'm from Zambia. From Zambia. So when I came, and when you wanted to go somewhere, you needed to maybe go to Lesotho, wherever, people would go to Alex. At the taxi rank, you find everything. You can go. This is the one township that has got, I think, an impressive.
So that's what they're saying in Zambia. If you go to Alex, you'll find everything.
Well,
that's the perception.
Those are when I just got to South Africa. I would be told, you want something. So
by people in South Africa.
Yes. Go to Alex, and I don't think that has changed.
Wow.
Yes. So if you want to travel, like for example, if you want to travel to any location in this country,
go to Alex.
Alex, you get a taxi. You get a taxi. If you want to say, I want to go to Lesotho, for example, you get a
taxi in Alex.
Yes. So it's that kind of vibe, and it's the entrepreneurship, and it's the push and panda kind of attitude that it's quite impressive. It feels like a beehive, and that's brilliant. That's wonderful. We should sometimes embrace the circumstances that we find and make them great. And that's why we're so drawn to the townships.
Right. Okay. So you need to tell us about this township project, because obviously doing things in the township. What kind of projects are you that are kind of like in the pipeline, are you working on, that you that you've started already, that are in motion right now as we speak? Okay. So the Townships Project, as I said, was established 23 years ago. Okay. I think it's important to talk about the story behind it. Okay. So an investment banker, a Canadian, doesn't know anything about Africa, is on a trip to Zimbabwe to be at a church conference, goes via Soweto, Alex Peterson's story, ends up in Zimbabwe,
Nelson Mandela and his wife Gracia were there, she challenged the people at the conference to say, help us deal with poverty in South Africa. Martha Deacon said, Tumamina. She started the very next year, she started the Townships Project. So we've been in existence for 23 years.
Wow, amazing.
We started in a township in Eastern Cape, but over the years we have touched a lot of townships. So we're quite indiscriminate about it. All we're interested in is helping people in the townships to make their businesses better. And why we love the townships is that we understand the dynamics around it, because we don't take anything for granted. You know, we want to understand, we make an effort to understand where the challenges are, how the markets are working, what we can do, and we do it on a case-by-case basis. So we don't even say, well, if you're running a hair salon, we're not going to help you. If you're an entrepreneur,
what are you helping them though with? I'm trying to get the practical. Is it skills? Is it education? Is it food? Is it money? Is it opportunities? Is it markets?
So it's varied, but it's quite focused. So what we do is, for example, now one of our flagship events that we do is we run an event every year. This year it's on the 5th and the 6th of May. And what we do is over 2 days at no cost to our entrepreneurs, and we've evolved over the years. At no cost to them, we have different locations where they can go if you don't have access to Wi-Fi or a cell phone or whatever. But we also provide, if you can, in the comfort of your home, tune in. We provide you with data bundles, and you can listen to experts across the board. So we empower them essentially. So every year we empower them with what is budgeting, what is marketing, how do you sell your products, etc. And we also offer, we've got different prizes that we offer. For example, we've got 4 broad categories. The one that has been really great for us is the innovation one, where the participants then pitch their business ideas and talk to us about how innovative they've been.
For funding.
Yes, for funding. So you can say, for example, there's a lady who innovated a product for her child who had eczema. So she was just looking for something, because she took her son to this doctor that it wasn't working. So she said, okay, let me research. She's now a successful business person. So a person like that comes to us and say, this is my idea, this is what I'm doing. So we help her with marketing. We try and connect her to retail shops. We help her with branding. We help her with running a business off a cell phone. We help her with connect her to Sage accounting. It's important that you know how to count the money. Exactly. Have a proper system behind it. So that's what we do. We empower them. And it's a one-on-one, because we don't believe in, get a group, sort them, give them money, and off they go. It's a one-on-one. And what we have managed to do, we spoke about social entrepreneurship. What we're very good at is bringing people with the like-minded kind of approach to it to join us. So we've got Standard Bank, ABSA, Sage, Liberty, UNISA.
Okay, we definitely need to have a conversation after this, Judith. But now we have run out of time. We have to take the news for 10 o'clock. But I just want to celebrate you again. I think, when we heard and we read your profile with my producer, we were just like, wow, this woman is just really like, the passion comes through. I don't know how. Maybe it's just well written, right? But you can tell this is somebody that's really invested and that cares about, just building entrepreneurs, building, young people, and building just the township economy, which is something that struck quite a big nerve with us as we were having that conversation. But congratulations on all that you've done and all that you've achieved. We wish you nothing but the best. I think as a station, we're more than welcome. Whatever programs you have to run and you want to come and kind of facilitate through us, we've got a huge platform of people that are hungry for opportunities, that are ready to learn, grow, sit for conversation, engage, etc. So do come back.
We want to come back.
Please do.
And we really want coverage for our symposium. It's a big
amazing
thing.
Then you are at the right place.
We have people from outside of South Africa join us.
Nice. Where is it happening, by the way?
So we've got a platform. So Liberty is offered as a platform. So it's going to be online. and it's interactive. It's a brilliant. So anybody can join
Judith,
in.
you should have it in person.
So we do. I think COVID-19 made us have that. So we normally have it in person. The last one that we did was in 2019 in Pretoria. We see how things go. Yeah, but in person it's absolutely brilliant.
It is,
yeah,
right?
It's absolutely. We connect people. We give funding. It's incredible. It's really something not to be missed.
Judith, I'm so sorry. We're going to have to cut our conversation there. But listen, you're welcome. You're a friend of the show. And we definitely will be happy to support whatever initiatives you have.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's
really appreciate
10 o'clock. Let's get the news.
Thank you.